Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of Fan Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We are presented by Pod Squad Network. We have 100% RC with us tonight, Professor Flowers, and Most Unknown. What's up, fellas?
What's up, y'all?
Man, doing good.
Nothing much. Ben got us here at midnight, practically.
Man, bro, I was down Monday. I was sick Monday. I was actually sick Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So,
man, you had COVID?
We are on a Wednesday night, huh?
What you had?
I think it was sinus, man. It had to be sinus.
Yeah.
Because I ain't really running no fever. I just felt fatigued and lightheaded sometimes. So it had to be sinus. Didn't do no work.
Hey, it happened to the best of us.
Yeah, so now I'm behind. Cause I got to still do the Tracy Bond podcast. The episode, I still got to chop that up and put out content. So I'm behind. It's life. RC 2.0, what's that mean?
It's when I was a personal trainer, we had this player we was on. It's next level. I had to kill you if I tell you what it is. But no, it's got something on the back. I'm gonna step and show you, but it's like a T-shirt we was passing out. But it was a time, a vibe.
Okay, I feel you.
I feel. What was your hardest exercise? I wasn't a cardio guy, so anything messed me up. Like even to this day, like I'm more of a. I need something like riding a bike type. I can't get on a treadmill for hours. I can't.
So,
something quick and efficient.
So you're not into HIIT?
So I'm into that because that's more efficient. I can get that over with for 30 minutes. I don't feel like that's unless I can watch Netflix. When I was slightly in shape, I think the worst machine I ever done is that Stairmaster. I've done 20 minutes at the most.
I got some on the beat Stairmaster. Put that treadmill. Thighs. Hey, put that treadmill on the incline and run sprints. That can get you. That get you right there.
I ain't trying to run up a mountain or a hill. Fuck that. No, sir.
Bro, I'll tell you the quickest burnout. Cause what? That was the quickest burnout that you could have running sprints on the incline.
And it's funny when I look back on some of the stuff that I did, and you're just bored. None of it's, man, keep it simple. You're out here trying to kill yourself. Well, you're not gonna be a Marine. You're not gonna, if you're not playing in the National Football. You know what? Backwards on the treadmill. Hey, I'm glad you're saying that because you're a basketball coach, and what I've been seeing recently is a lot of just, I wouldn't call them coaches, just social media influencers. Like I've seen one guy, it was a layup drill to prove your layups, but he had the kid jumping over the chair. And I'm like, what's the point of this? And what was funny about that is like months later, you can see the comments like kids are like, man, I hurt my ankle. I'm gonna be out for 2 weeks, 2 months. Yeah. My knees hurt. Like, what you doing jumping a chair for? because they're trying to sell something to the parent. You look like you're preparing for
and
NBA
parents
Jam.
be buying that stuff, man. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Tracy said, "Do the dang cardio." Shout out to Tracy Bond. Thank you. We have Randy in the house. He said Kendrick is still rocking that USA jersey. I hear he goes by Kendrick Edmar now.
Kendrick Edmar.
Oh man. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into it. The Lakers beat the Mavericks 107-99. You already know that Luka and them boys and LeBron gonna be fixated on this game, and they took care of business. Luka had 19 points. He had triple double. He had 19 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists. That's Joker's numbers right there. So they got the job done. The question is, RC, are the Lakers contenders or pretenders?
I think they pretenders. I'm a Laker fan, but it's too early, too soon. I've seen this with LeBron. He gets his first new toy. He runs off a few, but they still on the perimeter. You got a 40-year-old, and you got a guy that looks. He can play. He can make you score, but he's still crying. Don't want to get back on defense at times. When you get in a 7-game series, things are a lot different. Teams are only preparing for you night in and night out. So I'm gonna say pretenders right now. It looks good in the regular season, but I don't know if it's championship. I think it's probably a lot of wins, but I don't see a championship in that future.
Flowers, what you think?
Looking at the game last night, Dallas missing AD and some other pieces, man. I feel like if Dallas was at full strength, they beat the Lakers last night. I have to say pretenders for now. Looking at the youth in the Western Conference, I give the Lakers the advantage of the younger teams that hadn't made it far in the playoffs. I can see them probably beating Memphis. Houston probably give the Lakers a good run, but I can see the Lakers pulling that out. I do want to see how they're going to look against Minnesota and the Clippers within the next week or two. We'll get a better idea when they go. I think they got 6 games and 8 nights or something like that coming up. So we'll get a better idea of what they are. But I still think they lack in size. And if they play somebody like Denver, I know they beat them Saturday, but if you give them 7 games, I just don't think they can beat Denver. But like I say, I look at the younger teams. I see the Lakers probably taking advantage of them. But it's probably 2 or 3 teams that the Lakers probably can't beat in the West. So I'm not going to be too far-fetched on saying that, they're full of a pretender. But look, I see if Dallas gets full strength, I see them making a run. Golden State's dangerous right now. I know OKC has the number 1 record in the West, but I can't trust them. I don't know if I can trust Memphis. I don't know if I can trust these other guys. So it depends on where they end up in the playoffs, and we can go from there.
The Lakers did put up a good showing versus the Nuggets, and I think they were just out to prove something versus them. Most, you think the Lakers are pretenders or contenders?
I'll say pretender for now. They just got they future stars, so I expect him to play well for a few games, but I don't know. It's just I still don't trust Luka on defense. I realize watching these games, like his feet, he has slow moving feet on the defensive end, very slow moving. So, that I don't know how, if he could hold that up in a playoff series, and they still weak. They pretty much have 1 center. I do like Dorian Finney-Smith. That was a good pickup. But other than that, they're just playing well right now. But in a series, I don't think they'd be able to hang.
JJ doing a good job. I think the Lakers' future is bright with JJ Redick. He's doing a good job. So I didn't think he was going to be able to do this.
Well, time will tell. Like I said, they did put up some good showing these last couple games. I know Luka, he was kind of in a slump. Flowers, I know you kind of frustrated with him. with betting wise. But
he got me. He got me 2 days. He got me 2 times now.
Yeah, it was kind of shocking that he was playing like that, but I guess it took a little getting out of his own head or figuring out how to play with the Lakers to finally get something going. Because JJ Redick put him aside, gave him a whole speech, to get him fired up, and it looked like it worked. So time will tell as the season move on. What can the Lakers do in the playoffs? What record? Where they sitting at right now in the season?
I will say I feel like they did kind of got lucky because I think they shot like 27% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyrie played an amazing game, man. But I don't know, man. It's just time will tell. I think it's just so early to say.
Yes, indeed. Well, all eyes on the Lakers right now, and to see how things go, especially how the Maverick fans are acting right now. They still upset with Nico Harris, and they still don't understand. Yeah, especially after that show when they saw Luka on the court versus them, so they just triggered them even more. Seeing Luka put up a triple double. Go ahead, Flowers.
I gotta take up for Nico, man, because it's like the organization. I mean, he didn't make this decision by himself. This came from higher ups, and Nico has to be the one to wear it. He has to be the one to take all the punishment and wear it. So I think we have to be weird. Now, I didn't like the way Nico was looking at Luka last night. Far as you traded him, so if he's hitting 28 footers on you, you can't look at him with a side. I mean, that's what you gave away. So you have to suck it up and just move on. But I think he has a fantasy of he wants KD, AD, and Kyrie together. So look in the summer. Well, Dallas is going to try to make some more moves. It's like Nico's trying to get all these Nike guys that he used to work with when he was with Nike to come to Dallas. So don't be surprised if Dallas makes a move for KD.
We'll definitely keep our eyes on it. So the Warriors, they on a 4-game winning streak since Jimmy Butler came to the team. With how they playing right now, like they motivated, passionate, hungry. Are they pretenders or contenders?
Pretenders. Man, Warriors old. That ain't gonna get you far in the playoffs. They're old.
That's it.
That's it.
The gas gonna run out.
The gas gonna run out real quick because this team is so. I mean, Steph is still the main focal point, offensively, and I mean, I ain't worried about Draymond. Jimmy playing really well right now, but man, that gas gonna run out real quick in the playoffs.
So it's not sustainable.
Not long
how
term.
They putting together these games. How they playing hard. They putting up some good performances.
I mean, I can see
they
them,
leaving it all out there.
I can see them going up to like 6, but I don't see them going like being top 5 of the West. To be honest, I don't think they're better than them teams.
Flowers, what's your thoughts?
I look at the Warriors like I look at the Lakers. I want to say pretender, but like I said, with the Lakers, it depends on the matchup because you got to think about what the Warriors are doing right now. They're playing great defensively. Steph's being a little more rugged for us. He's being more aggressive. He's starting to put up points. You got a dog like Jimmy Butler that's doing 10 times more than what Wiggins was doing when he was there. So you got Butler that can play some great defense and get to the line. So Butler doesn't have to extend himself like he did in Miami. He still got Steph you can lean on. And you got these younger guys like Moody, Kuminga, they're playing decent. Gary Payton II. The guys understand their roles, and it just depends. Look, if you go to the playoffs and you're running on full cylinders, like I say, it just depends on matchups because those guys know how to win. I know we seeing all the youth and the flash, in the Western Conference with these younger teams, but when it gets to these 7-game series, if you don't know what the hell you're doing, you're liable to lose. So you have to watch out for the teams like the Warriors. It just depends. They don't get the Lakers in the first round. They don't got to play Denver in the first round. Like I say, Rockets, they intrigue me because Udoka can coach, of course. So They get somebody like Minnesota, somebody like that, it could be a toss-up. So I'm just, it just depends on the matchups.
Right now, the playoff will start. Golden State will be in 8. They in 8 spot right now, so they'll be in not the play-in tournament, but what they call it. Here's the play-in. So, RC, with that being said, with Jimmy Butler giving them life, and it seemed like Curry's found his passion again. You think the Warriors are pretenders or contenders?
Well, man, I'm gonna go the other way with this because I don't trust them. Like, we're complaining about the league. We're saying that the league is watered down, not competitive. I'm watching a 40 damn business in the league. I'm talking about whatever they shooting in LeBron's ass is just fire. Like, he's rebounding, he's sprinting the floor, he's dunking, he's putting somebody on a post every night. Then I watch Jimmy Butler. He's like he's found his legs and his life. He's playing on the block, he's playing on the perimeter. I don't trust all the young guys. I haven't seen them do it. So I'm gonna go with what I've seen been done by those who've done it. So I know I said the Lakers because I don't trust Luka defensively, but I trust the Golden State Warriors defensively.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they can lock teams up. And I think, Gary got Kaminga and they still got Moody. And they got a lot of different things they can throw at you now. They can play a lot of different ways. So I trust them. So they are definitely contenders. I think the sleeping giant is the Mavericks, though. Once they get fully healthy, they're going to be a problem. But I like what I see out of them. Got a little pep in their step. And Draymond, being real quiet, being real quiet.
Yeah, I haven't heard the latest episode yet.
Well.
That's why I haven't heard his latest episode. So it's like he's regaining
I
focus.
say this, though. He won't swing on Jimmy. That's going to be a knockdown drag out. So let's see how this goes. See if he called Jimmy out his name at some point.
Right. That's because that was what I was thinking. Like, man, they're going to clash at some point. So that's why I ain't really like the Jimmy Butler trade. I feel like, I don't know. He can't be talking crazy to Jimmy like he did KD. Talking about we've been winning before you even got here. So it just maybe those two can sell it in and not get on each other's nerves.
Perhaps we assume too much. A lot of these guys know each other really well. Draymond cool with a lot of players, so it doesn't surprise me if they have a great relationship, at least business wise.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have any problem as far as mingling with each other. I don't see that being the problem.
We all men. We know we in the room with a man. So I seen Draymond run up on Detroit. When he grabbed him, he realized who he grabbed. Calm down, young fella. So when you're in a room with Lions in a room when you're in a room with somebody, I might not need to go there because I'm not prepared to really go there. So I think it's a mutual respect. Ain't nobody scared of nobody. It's just I think if they get in a spat, they're going to be speaking the same language, because both guys are, come on, man, let's go. Come on, let's go. It's not, KD's Draymond was telling him, man, you bitching up. Like, oh, really? Well, if he said that to Jimmy like, you damn right, that's right. I can see that, This is that type of dynamic. I don't see, these both are dogs, man. KD's is just want to hoop and be nice and have a good time. And everybody else want that type of talking crazy too. So they'll be fine in Golden State.
All right. With that being said, Paul George came out and talked about his teammates. He said, we show no sign of a team that will compete. We just don't have the habits of a champion or a playoff contending team. I saw you put in the group chat that he's stepping away from his podcast now. So it seemed like he's putting where his money where his mouth is. So, Flowers, do you agree with Paul George criticizing his teammates?
I agree with it. I just feel like he's about 30 games too late. It's like, 23, 24 games left in the season. And now you come out with them being, 17, 18 games under 500. It's a little too late, for him to try to rally the troops, per se, as far as, look, you're getting paid $200 million, and I'm not trying to count anybody's pockets. I know how sensitive these players get when somebody mentions money, of course. So just let it be known. I'm not trying to count Paul George's pockets, but if I'm looking at it from the standpoint of if you're looking at as far as tiers of contracts, Paul George is a max player. So I look at his numbers, and if let's say if he stays on this path, he's hurt his way to get into the Hall of Fame, in my opinion, because there's no way that you can be a max player making what he's making and putting up the numbers he's putting up. I don't even want to say his numbers because it's piss poor and it's terrible. I'm used to Paul George giving me 20, 21 a night, and what he's giving them, what, 15, 14, 15 a night on average? It's not going to be
16.
enough. 16. Okay.
16 on 43%.
16 on 43%. I'm not used to seeing that from Paul George. And for him to shut the podcast down now, why? Like I say, you should have did this 30 games ago when you started seeing the season kind of sink in, when you had injuries and other stuff. But man, somebody's gonna have to answer for that. Whether it's management or whatever, something needs to happen in Philly, because that's unacceptable. You got two guys that's on your payroll, worth the $500 million, ain't not getting any impact from them. I don't understand how that works in basketball economics, but what do we know?
Right, because when you watch their games, it is lackluster. Maxey getting his, but it's just kind of terrible basketball right now, especially for 76ers. Most, what you think about his criticism?
I mean, he ain't lying, but I mean, y'all won for 9 the past 10 games, and y'all 27 and a half games back from number 1. It's too late for this. Like, it's too late for this. Man, if I'm Maxey, this would lose my mind. I would ask for a trade. I wouldn't want to play with this team. Not one bit. Like, why you supposed to Ben tape? Like, I don't know. This is just 3-4 months too late. It really is. You wait till down near the end of the season. Yeah, and hell, Paul George ain't even healthy most of the time. He play, he don't play, he play, he don't play. So it's like, I mean,
didn't he guarantee a championship?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, how my mic sound? Y'all can hear me? Everything good?
Yeah, you were going in and out in the last one. Yeah, okay. You good now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pitiful.
Yeah, like you said, it's too late now. He should have been, after what happened last year. You would think there'd be more focus going into the season, trying to get better themselves. But it seemed like everybody just doing their own thing. I don't know. Embiid, he just shows up when he need to.
I think closing off the podcast is just a cop out. Perhaps he just ran out of content for the moment.
No, he ran out of content. He's trying to save face. That's all.
Yeah, Kai, you can't go into media criticizing, but you're not even focused. Yeah, like you say, he averaging 16 points. That means you not locked in, Paul. You not locked in. You that's why he cut the podcast off, so people can't go back and say, well, you doing the podcast, you only averaging 16, you ain't doing much yourself. So you can't really talk. RC, what's your thoughts?
I think, man, I always say this about people who like post their workouts on, you see the female or the male in the gym and they working out and they got the camera set up, and then are you really working? Because where I'm from and the way we train, we ain't got time to pick up no camera. You ain't really working. So if you're doing a podcast, are you really locked in? It's one thing you should respect about LeBron. He would I think log out of his social media when he got to the playoffs. That's the problem with Michael Parsons as well. Are you really locked in? How can you do both and be really focused? Because you want to put out good content and then you want to put out a good product on the field or on the court. It's not possible. You're a human being, not a robot. And I think the issue is they don't have nobody in their circle that can hold them accountable and say, hey, look, you being the guy, the superstar, you can't be doing this. Draymond can do it because he's not Steph Curry. See, you notice Steph Curry's not doing it. He'll go on someone's show and do it, but he's not going to have the Steph Curry podcast. Can you imagine Michael Jordan having a podcast and trying to win 6 championships? It's not possible.
more than likely it'll be the Dennis Rodman podcast.
You get what I'm saying? Those guys can balance it, but you can't
And
have
I will
guys.
watch that.
And look, I think in closing with Paul, like y'all said, it's a little bit too late. He's trying to save face, but also, dude, you got paid a lot of money. And this is the wrong time for you to be talking about what y'all are as a caliber of a team. You should take this team. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have, y'all would have had to figure out why at some point when I closed out my podcast, and I would have just locked in and went to work, and whatever happens, happens.
I want to add one thing before we move on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want people to realize that we're not saying that people can't do podcasts, okay? Like, we understand that people have lives outside of work. Hell, we're doing a podcast, and hell, we worked all damn day, okay? So we're not saying that Paul George can't do a podcast. It's just on a tier of accountability, like RC saying, when you're making that kind of money and the team has been sliding for months, man, and you just putting out show after show after show, it shows, in our opinion, in our eyes, that I don't think you really care.
Right.
You're getting your money, you're getting paid, you play here and there, you're out for this and that. And it just looks bad. It just looks bad all around. But we're not saying that these players, we feel like these players can't do. We're not telling them to shut up and dribble or anything like that. We're just pointing out the obvious of, if you're going to do a podcast, Paul George, you have to be able to still, give the same, outlook and reach on the court also, man. Both of them have to match. Not matching.
Sure not, because doing a podcast and you're not winning or anything like that, then it shows completely.
I just want to throw out his contract: 4 years, $212.
Okay, listen, you need to shut up. You need to shut your
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Because that's more time you can spend on the court.
Yeah, he is the ninth played most. He is the ninth most played player in the NBA.
$50 million a year.
So listen, we're in a very sensitive era. When you have to be mindful of what you're saying. But like, as older, like I hear all the time, they say the old guys are bitter. Well, when they display wisdom, y'all don't want to receive it. Like, so you gotta have what you call the OG, and you have the young guy. Well, when the OG is trying to tell y'all something that has worked for them and put you in a position to make that amount of money, you viewed as angry or old no, we trying to tell you ignorant, because you used to couldn't Google Michael Jordan's amount of money he made per year and all. You used to couldn't Google that. It wasn't disclosed and out there for the public. Like, you just had it on hand and able to put that out there. So you got a fan in Philly that's paying a lot of money not to see those two guys on the floor. So they might need to shut up and dribble. You know what I'm saying? Because all of them ain't got nothing to say. I mean, right. Paul is interviewing guys that have ran the gauntlet and Hall of Famers. Where you trying to go? They've already done it. So, yeah.
He has a player option in 27, 28. I think he'll be 37. You think he'll take that?
No.
I don't know.
No, he's not going to. Why would he opt out of a fully guaranteed deal like that to save Philly face? That no, those players don't think like that. If I'm a team, I'm putting in team options also with these player options. That's the smartest thing to do. To save so these teams can save face in a sense. Because if you're giving, I hate to pick on Paul George. Because I like Paul George. I think he's Hall of Fame worthy. Don't get me wrong, but in this case, he got a 4-year $212, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm Daryl Morey, after that second year, I have a team option in that. So I'm able to get out of that.
They're gonna run him out of Philly, Flowers. The Philly fans are crazy.
I know it.
He's gonna be just like KD. His career gonna end with him playing with so many different teams, and that's the problem I have with him. Is, dude, like you said, he has had a great career, but at this point, you're in that John Wall mode now. John Wall's a great player, but it's kind of
him and Embiid, honestly, bro, if you think about it, both of them are stuck right now because nobody's gonna try. Maybe Embiid, you can get rid of Embiid. You can get rid of Embiid. Somebody will take a chance on Embiid, but Paul George, he probably won't be able to be traded until the last year of that contract.
I don't know, bro. Big Embiid, that's a big, African booty scratcher, man. I don't know if I could deal. He got a lot of bad content out there, Flower. He got a lot between digging in his ass and not being available. It's a lot of bad. You gotta. Who would you rather have, Paul George or Joel Embiid? Like,
I don't know.
It's kind of tough to say right now, but and look, I know when Embiid play, I know what I'm getting. I don't know what I'm getting right now with Paul George.
And at least with what was that, man?
No, I was just saying B is not available, so you don't know what you're gonna get.
Paul not available.
Right. Paul's not available all the time either.
I think right now I just rather have at least Paul. He gonna show up to most of the games, and B, he just I don't know. You paying for all that talent.
Well,
he's not even on the court.
I will say this: there's no team or player option on Joel's contract. So the last year would be 28, 29. He'd be guaranteed $69 million, and that would be it. After that,
I mean, you might can buy him out. You might can give him like 3/4 of it and buy him out at that time, but I doubt it. See, now this goes back, and I know we want to move on. This goes back to the Olympics. Joel Embiid, why are you playing in the Olympics? I can name a few more guys, but I can just focus on Joel Embiid. That's when you should have been taking the time out to get your surgery, to take care of your knee, take care of your body. But you didn't do that. You struggled through the Olympics.
He wasn't in shape. He
wasn't in shape. And now you pretty much just wasted a year. And like I say, you don't mind looking in your account, the 1st and the 15th, or however y'all get paid, and your money's there.
Highway robbery.
All right, guys, let's move on. Channing Frye, he voiced his opinions on the face of the NBA. I know we saw in the presser during the All-Star break where people were asking Anthony Edwards, do he want to be the face of the NBA? He said basically no, because he just want to hoop. He don't want to do all that stuff. He just want to play ball. So he's like, that's why they got Wemby. That's why he's there. He just want to play ball. He don't want that title. So here's Channing Frye explaining why somebody don't want to be the face of the NBA. Let's give it a listen. Is it not playing? Oh, come on. Hold up. I might have to upload it.
Got fired.
Man, look. I downloaded the video and now something wrong with it. Hold on. I might can screen share it. So give me 1 second. Go YouTube. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that he's shying away. A lot of people want him to be the face because of his charisma. He don't care, he's just gonna, do what he need to do.
I got a lot to say about this topic.
You ain't lying, bro. This is what we should have started with. This is crazy.
Give me 1 second going through the ad. I'm about to share my screen. Tell me if y'all can see it. Where is it? Can y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, respect to Channing Frye.
Can y'all hear?
Champion. By the way, teammates, just looking at some of his teammates here that he's had.
Of today's players.
Let me know if I need to turn the volume up.
Take a listen.
No, it's perfect.
Nostalgia is killing the NBA. The 90s basketball, Michael Jordan and Kobe, was not as clean as y'all think it was. Wemby, Bron, Steph, this, that. They compare him to 40 years ago. The rules weren't even the same. Nobody celebrates these new people. So why the would anybody want to be the face of this league? We're going to get on every network for not being somebody from 40 years ago.
All right,
I'm like Stephen A. I'm like Stephen A with that one.
All right, Flowers. So does he have,
What the hell is Channing Frye talking about? Just because you don't like what Charles and Shaq, talk about far as back in my day and what these young cats doing, that has shit to do with people not wanting to accept responsibility of being something far as a face. I wouldn't want Anthony Edwards to be the face. Why? Because he doesn't want to be. So why would I want to pressure somebody that doesn't want to do something to be the face of anything? He's not gonna give me shit. So I've always had the opinion of I don't see another LeBron James coming no time soon. And like Channing Frye said, 40, 30 years ago, I don't see another Michael Jordan. And that's fine because the league is so well off today as far as talent. You do not need one person to be the face of the league. That's what people need to understand. You have all these great international players, all these great U.S. born citizen players in this league, and there are plenty of faces to advertise instead of trying to focus on one sole person. It's okay that it's not one person. Strength is in unity last time I checked. And you got a whole bunch of great players in this league that can continue to build up this league and keep it take it back to where it needs to be. Because a lot of the problem what Channing Frye fails to realize is people are more upset because the question of these young kids, do they want to play? Do they care? Are they as passionate about the game as those old guys Channing Frye is talking about? It's not even about what Shaq and Charles is talking about because hell, we can question the damn effort because they're not playing. You see, got guys like you say making max money. They're not playing. They're doing whatever the hell they want to do. They're going on hiatuses. You got Ben Simmons. You got Kawhi Leonard with back and forth. I can go on and on. They have built up the perception that is taken away from what the forefathers of the game had given these players. Now they're making all this money and everything else, and all people want to see when they cut on the TV or pay $150, $200 for a ticket is for y'all to go out there and damn compete. But I'll move on.
Go ahead, RC. Does he have a point about the younger players don't want to be a face because they always getting compared to the older players who want to always be stuck in that mindset?
This is one of I don't want to blame LeBron James for everything, but this is one of LeBron James's guys. Sitting around drinking wine, smoking cigars. They've had this conversation. I've heard LeBron sit on TV at the All-Star break with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and say, we're not like the older guys. We like each other. This is the issue. This is why the NFL is successful and the NBA is failing. Because it's not about having the face of the league. Back in the day, each era, somebody took that mantle and ran with it.
Mm-hmm.
They ran with it with pride. It's not about giving it to them. You take it. Anthony Edwards, you don't want it, but you always near a camera, you talking shit. You always you went at Kevin Durant and you yapping because you only going after wounded ducks. But when someone meets you head up, you don't want it. And that's the problem. When you have too much of anything, you become ungrateful. You become content. It's a competitive sport. Like you even can see it in any sport, boxing, the best era of boxing, they were coming for each other. They wanted that number one spot. The best era of sports entertainment for us wrestling, each guy it was like you go from this guy to this guy to this guy to Roman, if you know wrestling, Roman Reigns. Everybody, it was the next guy. Now you go in football, you go from Brady, now you got Mahomes. You mean to tell me in the NBA you don't got another guy to pass it to? Yeah, you got all these guys like Flowers said, but you need a face because listen, the European players want that spot. We over in America, we have American-born players who looking at Luka and don't have an American-born player they can identify with. It's sad, bro, that we even have, and Channing Frye is just, and then I'm sick of this blaming the old guy blaming the young guy blaming the old guy. You jokers are sensitive, man. Shaq earned the right. There would be no $250 million to Joker or Embiid if it wasn't for Shaq and Hakeem.
Mm-hmm.
You want to listen to the guys that came before you. They go about it wrong. Barkley and Shaq go about it wrong. If I want to get to most, the worst thing I can do is criticize most. If I want to reach most, I need to say, hey, look, bro, I need to pick him up. I might want to use, hey, listen, as a man, as Barkley, I failed when it came to marketing. Shaq, I failed because I didn't get the most out of my career because I was lazy at times. Now they can listen to me versus you sorry, you that don't work. That's not working. All of the elders and OGs don't speak that way. You've never heard Michael Jordan criticize LeBron James, have we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the great ones, the real ones, you ain't gonna hear that. Okay, it's the ones who Shaq is a bully, Barkley is a bully. But speak to David Robinson, speak to Hakeem Olajuwon, speak to Dominique Wilkins. Shaq and Charles Barkley in closing don't speak for everybody. And then the younger guys stop being so freaking sensitive. You got a better plate and a better opportunity. You don't want to be the face of the league. You know what comes along with that? We don't want to be compared to Jordan. That is LeBron James who is saying, I need y'all to stay where y'all at so I can add to my legacy as I want to be viewed as, even at 40, I'm still the best in the league because y'all scared to take the mantle. That's bull crap, man. That's a cop-out. And Channing Frye, you know it is, and you know you in the media world, you're speaking for LeBron James, and you're trying to make it where, you playing nice. Come on, man. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid that he using the old school, blaming them for the new school not want to take them out. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being the face of the league. We see that in everything we do in life, even in our job. There's always that guy who's the main guy. Like, that's RC walking through the building. That's always nothing wrong with that. It's all, and you need that and for real, you need that as a business, as a sport. You need that leader, that face, in order to propel that company or that team to the next level. And that's why these quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes or Brady, they take it upon themselves because they know they can get their team further if they the man, if they the leader, they the face. And it just, like you mentioned about Shaq, they always going after young players, man. And it's kind of sad that they should be learning more from them. Yeah. But they too much bigger and back and forth. Well, y'all couldn't hang with us because we more athletic, we have more moves. And it's not about that. It's about learning and growing the game. And that's why the game is suffering, because y'all at odds and y'all not helping each other out to grow the game to become better than it used to be. Most, your thoughts on Channing Frye blaming nostalgia basketball?
I don't think he's necessarily wrong with this. I think he kind of got a point with this. I ain't gonna speak on on the Michael Jordan part, but with my age, I watched Kobe for the majority, and Kobe was, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Kobe was God, man, for people in my era. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was obviously the face of the league, and then the Colorado stuff happened. And then, he got a lot of flake with that to this day. And then, Kobe quitting on his teammates, won't shoot. He won't shoot because just to prove a point, because his ego, he was an egomaniac. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Channing not necessarily wrong, but I will say that it's just not nostalgia that's kind of killing the game.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? At this point, do the league really need a face? Because think about it, like, of course, it's been Bron for a long time. We are going on, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and we're talking about the face of the league.
Still.
I would say, hell, in a way, the league is doing fine without one. And then until recent, and then it's like, if a player do say they want to be the face, what does that entail?
Okay, hold on, Mo.
But hold on, I'll just point this out real quick, RC. But when you have a face, don't that create a movement of some sort? Because you put all your ads, yes, you putting all your attention and marketing into that person, so it propels.
When players like Kobe and Tracy McGrady were playing overseas, that created a movement for players like Luka and Joker to play in this league.
Yeah.
So what major movement can you make at this point?
Hold on. I know what you're saying, but watch this. I'm gonna help you, bro, because I know what you're saying. You are spot on. But this is why it's important to have a face. It's not that you need to appoint someone. Patrick Mahomes took the NFL for Tom Brady. And he became the face not because nobody gave it to him. He took it. And then guess what? He became the haunted. These guys don't want to be haunted. They don't want the media on their ass. They don't want any responsibility. They just want you to pay them. They want to show up when they want to show up and pay me for a lot of nothing. It comes with the job. It comes with the territory. Barry Sanders was a target. He was known as the best running back in the NFL, but he didn't run from that. He just played. It's just asinine, bro, that we sitting here you're trying to figure out what the face is. So I understand what you're saying, who we give it to, why we need it. No, you take it.
I go get it.
You take it from LeBron James. He ready to give it up. That's why AD got traded. Take this, become the main guy in LA. Luka gonna take it. You saw it last night. He threw that no look. That's how you take it. And you look at Nico Harris, you say, you effed up. And I want the league to know y'all messed up. That's all we asking for. When you watch the Broncos play and you have a player and you see what you had at quarterback versus Bo Nix, he took it. He went to the playoffs. That's all you got to do. You can't appoint it. It's like you being appointed mean, hey, now I got this added responsibility. You taking it, everybody in the room know who the big dog is.
But okay, but let me ask y'all this: who was the face of the league after Brian?
Well, the way Anthony Edwards showed out in the playoffs last year, it was growing. He had the momentum.
But
everybody was fucking.
I ain't talking about Ant. Ant didn't win last year or the year.
Well, I'm saying, but he had. Well, I'm saying
it
he
doesn't
had
matter.
momentum.
He don't win
when he was in the playoffs. Everybody was riding his way.
Let me add on to what Mo's saying because
that's why everybody
wins. Steph Curry wins.
I always thought the face was supposed to be the one that won the league, that won the championship.
Not Tatum.
That was consistent. I mean, I just see a lot of people run from responsibility.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why everybody will gravitate towards Anthony Edwards because he was talking ish and going after those guys.
Yeah,
but that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
That was last year, though. He didn't carry that same energy in as what Mo said.
That's why when you saw Anthony Edwards, he was all over the place. He was on commercials, doing other side stuff because of the intrigue people had with him going after those players. You didn't see people talking like that in the league last year.
This is a good topic. Because
that's why I was saying. And now, since he's saying it now, he's like, oh, dang, I just want to talk ish and play ball.
Who the face of the major league?
So what you running from?
Major League Baseball. Who the guy in major leagues right now? Who the guy?
It was Mike Trout, but probably
Ohtani.
Mike Trout.
Ohtani. Yeah, got people like that.
Okay, this is my thing. Ohtani, the major league just say we can pick you out. Ohtani took it. He changing the game. All we saying most is I'm not picking Anthony Edwards. I'm not picking John Morant.
Right.
Ain't nobody. Listen, bro. They won't even step up and save their game for as the All-Star game. You just need one guy. Zion, go shut it down. You can't have a Matt McCloy shutting it down from the G League. Go shut it down. But they too rich, too entitled. They have
peak.
too much.
Too friendly.
Watch this.
Very friendly.
Now, I remember in an All-Star game, about 6-7 years ago, when we really started criticizing these guys, when you got Steph Curry laying down on the floor, on the court, while Giannis is, pulling off for a fast break dunk. We don't want to see that. That's piss poor effort. Like, y'all lollygagging around, you're walking up the court, And you expect us to watch this product for 2 hours, huh? 2.5 hours of that? That's unacceptable.
But look at Brown Giannis too. At one point, everybody favoring towards Giannis because how he spoke. Right. But he got a little Americanism in him. Now he's like,
But dude, but listen, this is why I'm not ever gonna use Shaq and Charles Barkley for shit. I love Barkley, but they don't know how to talk to a young guy. You cannot look at these young players today because they do not love it like you love it, because all you had was basketball. These guys got so many more opportunities. They have so many more gifts and abilities and have a voice. All you had was basketball. Some of these guys are rich in high school. Their moms and dads have better living conditions, so they don't have the struggle. Okay, so you go at them and you say, "Young buck, listen, man, I'm not trying to criticize your game. It's special, but you gotta understand this. You only have a small window and an opportunity to do this, to make a certain amount of money. Why not try to get the most out of it? It ain't about legacy. You see what LeBron James messing up is? He's trying to write the script, okay? Because he knows 20 or 30 years from now, it's going to be a young guy but you can't get rid of Michael Jordan, okay? He ain't going nowhere because he ain't forcing shit. So we're not saying go get this guy and put him in face of your league and give him all his money. No, we saying somebody step up and say, you know what, Boston? Luka could have did it last year. It would have been Luka if he beat that juggernaut of a team. You understand, Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl wins came against some of the best teams the NFL didn't have. Those two Eagles teams he's played against and two Niner teams, go look at the talent on those rosters. Okay, that's all we saying. Get your moment. Nobody wants that moment, and it's sad and it's disrespectful to guys who laid on the line for you. Do you know how much money? Bro, they got so much money now that they don't even care about getting suspended or being fined, or they don't give a shit. It's a tax write-off. But hey, what do I know?
I think, but I would kind of blame the league for that. It's just that, you gotta understand it like this. When David Stern became commissioner, the NBA had a lot of problems: violence, fights, cocaine, and other crap.
Yeah.
And he did his job to eliminate all of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then now it's gotten to the point where they don't even want well, of course they don't want none of that, but it got to the point where it's hard. I hate the fact that Ant keep getting, not suspended, but fined every game, because Ant is I like Ant because he's competitive as hell. And that's what the league needs. But it's like, Ant out here competing every single night. And it's like, once again, it's like y'all won't let these guys compete. You know who my favorite player is right now? Isaiah Stewart. Because no matter what, beef Stewart, it's beef no matter who it is. And I feel like we need players like that. But the league will not let that happen.
Right.
I don't disagree with you on that. I disagree with you blaming you can blame the league for things, but we have to be honest. We have to blame the players union, the people that's over the players union. LeBron James, Chris Paul. We got to talk about these guys, because think about it. They took off the age limit to where if you went past 36, you couldn't get a max deal. They took that away, so they can milk that. Okay.
You got to blame the owners for that. Fly. They don't want that.
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. Because when the next bargain connective deal come around, that's gonna be fixed. I think what Shaq and Chuck have their beef with, and I don't agree with everything they say on TV. Like you said, they were in a league where David Stern ran it, okay? You had to be blue collar, you had to go to work, yada, yada, et cetera, fast forward. These new guys got all this freedom, all this say, everything that those older players worked for and built up is being taken to the dumpster now, because this new age of player has taken advantage of what these older guys have worked so hard to build up, and that's why they so damn bitter. because they had to work so damn hard to get to what they got. And these guys are being paid off potential.
Hey, and you take, I hate using swapping errors, so let's just use a scenario. How freaking marketable would Michael Jordan be today? Shaq be today? Do you know how much money would be made off of Chris Jackson, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf playing in this era where he can just, you can just see, dig into us. Dennis Rodman would be unbelievably rich.
Instagram, Dennis Rodman.
Oh my God.
But my thing is, though, guys, what we got to understand is this has seeped over into our youth sports. Entitlement. You have not earned anything. You don't deserve it if you didn't earn it. And then here we are having a discussion is, do we need a face of the league? You need a leader.
Yeah.
You're going to need a leader. That's what you need, because the thing is, and LeBron, he kills me. I love Kyrie. He is already plotting to get Kyrie in LA if it's possible. You just trying to pad your legacy. You using people because you're playing the long game. You're playing the long game. How can I be the GOAT? What do that really matters? The GOAT means nothing. Okay? But my thing is, we don't mess around. Keep messing around, and the women gonna pass you up because they making the moves. You should have had a 3-on-3. You should have had. They slowly building. Where you making mistakes, they building, and before long, you get passed up because you're arrogant, or they gonna put you back in a position where you ain't making much money. So keep on messing around.
Yeah, with that being said, I kind of want to, RC, you sent me a video 2 days ago. I kind of want to play it, kind of ties in to what we're talking about the young players. We're not giving you the title of being the face. It's something that you got to earn and dig your way through and go through the gauntlet. Michael Jordan went through the gauntlet. Kobe went through the gauntlet. LeBron went through the gauntlet. It's not something that's given. It's something that's earned. You got to take it. But MJ, go ahead.
What's his name? Channing Frye.
Yeah.
You saying it wasn't clean. We never said it was clean, bro. Like, what are you saying? Like,
it was just, it's hard to describe, but when we watched NBA in the early 90s, early 2000s, I don't know, it just felt like you said, it was just more competitive. I was more into them games because I didn't know how things gonna go. Man, I was nervous watching Kobe play against the Phoenix Suns. And watching them play against the Kings, I was just like always nervous because I didn't know how it gonna go. Like, but when I watched some of these games, I'm like,
I knew the Lakers was gonna win last night against the Mavericks. I knew that.
Yeah, I knew it too. Yeah, I knew it. But how they gonna come out with Luka and them? But I want to show this video that you sent me, RC, with Michael Jordan talking about the game. I think it was very interesting. I think I'm gonna post this on our main page because it was very in depth. I never seen this interview before. Are the videos just not playing? Or is it playing for y'all?
No, it's not playing.
It's not playing. My goodness. What's going on with StreamYard tonight? All right, so I'll upload it through my main system and see what happens. But
why you do that, I just want to say this real quick. It's not that we've never compared play styles from 30 years ago to today. Only thing I've ever complained about and what we hear people complain about is effort. That's it. If you want to shoot 53s a night, so be it. That's fine. But we need to see better effort in some cases. Y'all complain about 82 games. Like LeBron was on Twitter or Instagram last night or so. Oh, we gotta play 6 games in 8 days. Y'all fly private. You get the best amenities. You get the best of everything. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear a millionaire crying about playing a basketball game when there's people that work outside pouring concrete, working 12 to 16 hours a day, not making shit. Yeah, and they get up every day and go to work.
I blame Adam Silver for this, man, because it's like
why? But he rewarded them for what they done for the. They've done some good things. He rewarded them. It's like the better he treat them, the worse.
But at the same time, your commissioners out here talking about possibly either shorten the game or just I think it should be 10 minutes.
Because he's doing it for them. That's the problem. He's doing it
He's
to compensate for today's player because they don't have the same attitude as the previous guys that played.
He's trying to do what you want your elected officials to do. Is you're trying to work with the people that you're representing.
What David Stern's supposed to do.
No, but I'm saying, if you think about it, when you elect the official or someone to run an organization, or you want your ideal boss, you don't want this. You just do what I tell you to do. You want someone to work, and he's trying to work with them, and they're gonna force his hand because your product gonna fail. And I just say, man, I'm gonna speak to the black athlete. You better not. The worst thing you could do in a player-driven league is to have it. It's kind of like the rich man, poor man. If I've never seen $1 million, so I don't know what it feels like not to have it. But imagine what you got this amount of money and then you can't, you don't have it, you lose it. It's like that'll be hard to know. We once made this and now we boxed into this because we didn't appreciate it. And that's all we're saying, Moses. You're not wrong, and we can blame Adam Silver, but these are grown men. Hold yourself accountable and say, we're going to Chris Paul instead of you out there still playing, LeBron, Chris Paul, take your ass home and kind of lead these guys. Because what are you playing for? Like, they need leadership.
Hey,
all right.
It's funny you say that because Diana Taurasi just retired. I was so happy for that.
All right, I'm gonna try to play the video again. If not, I'm gonna play it from the main system. So I'm gonna try one more time and see would it work. Maybe I clicked the wrong button. Nope. All right, let's try it from the man.
You get paid off of potential. A rock star, you have to be good. You know what I mean? You get paid off of potential in that sport.
Oh, really? Yeah, because every game it's about the potential.
Well, even then, if you come in now, most of our young kids come in now. We don't know how great they're going to be, but yet they got 5-year guaranteed, millions of dollars, admirations of many.
But don't you think that's partly because of you?
Partly interpreted totally wrong, and I would say that with.
Well, straighten me out.
I will straighten you out, sweetie. I promise.
Yeah, but let me say this one thing.
No, let him straighten me out first. Why?
You see why? I mean, he dominates everything.
No, I want you to tell me why.
The reason is that when you look back in our era, Michael Jordan, the Magic Johnsons, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, we earned what we got. That means when the corporate people came back, and I don't mean to demean the young kids, because I think it's something that they have to learn, and hopefully they will learn that, is that when the corporate America came to us, we had a game that could validate their admiration and
sponsorship and all that,
Now they get that before they play one game. So you're rolling the dice to see if this kid's ever going to be good or not. So in essence, you're paying the kid off of potential that he may be great.
You don't think that's good?
No, because I think it sets bad work ethic. When you get something so easily, you're not going to work as hard.
You don't think so? Okay.
That's summing up right there.
But listen how he spoke about it. It wasn't stupid. See, they ain't let dum-dum talk. See, they let dum-dum talk. When you hear Michael Jordan speak, it's as like a father figure. It's like with responsibility, every word. See, a lot of people don't like Michael Jordan because he does it his own way. Some people feel like he should speak more so you can get me murdered, so you can put me in a position to lose my money, so you can have people come after my family. No, they've done that with other black leaders and people do. No, I'm gonna stay over here. I'll give you little tidbits, but you're not gonna put me in a position to take my life, because he got a lot of knowledge. He know when I don't know what y'all felt. Gave me goosebumps because you know why? He's speaking something that's a long time ago.
He said that in 98, 99?
Man. He prophesied it.
Dude, I hung on every word. Every word he said, I hung on. And that's what a leader does,
But most, if I call you stupid, if I say you dumb, weak, sorry, that's what's wrong with Shaq and Barkley. You wrong. Mike just said, hey.
But it ain't. But at the same time, it ain't just Shaq and Barkley. It's I don't want to say it's the majority, but with the with the internet and the shoot, man, what?
Who is
it? I don't think it's majority.
We criticize the hell out of athletes. We criticize
the work ethic. I'm not criticizing their talent. I'm criticizing the product they're going out there and doing.
I shouldn't say us, but at the same time, they get called worse things than just stupid, ugly, and slow.
Listen, though, Mose, you played the game. You played it for free. You played it with passion. You're commenting on it for free for the love of it. You love it. Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley said they love the game. They love it. They couldn't even retire from it correctly. And that's all they saying. Hey, y'all don't love it, and it's obvious. You love yourselves. Y'all are individual contractors playing a team sport, and it shows up. When you see that's why you see teams win and not players. You dig what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards couldn't get the team. He couldn't drag his team to the finals. A team beat a player. And so that's my issue with it is man, we're asking you to do something that you're supposed to be doing. It's like, like your kid tell you, I clean my room up. It's your room.
Right. Is it shocking? Is it shocking that we want y'all to compete? Like y'all, you playing in a sport. When you play sports, what you supposed to do? When you play a sport, what you supposed to do? Compete, right?
I'm not. I mean, I agree with all that, but the original question is about the face of the league, and it's like, who do y'all really want to be the face of the league? Because
I mean, I told you how I felt about it. I think it should be. I don't think it needs to be a face. I think it needs to be faces. You need to advertise the league.
I feel like it gotta be at the top. Then it gotta be a pyramid scheme. It got trickle down. You gotta have a head. You gotta have a spear. Then you have your points.
So
I feel like the NBA
the reason why? Let's say they go to this format, U.S. versus the world. You got a problem. You're going to need a freaking leader who says, we're going to represent our country. Right now, LeBron's the face of the league. He's still the face of the league because he carries the mantle. Everything. Like, think about it. I think LeBron secretly said F you to the NBA by not playing in the All-Star game because you had the young guys in the All-Star game. He's like, I'm not playing that.
RC, you just said something that needs to happen. It needs to be USA versus world so the United States can get exposed for not wanting to accept responsibility and having a leader.
Like, what's so crazy though, RC Flowers? What's so crazy? We saw U.S. hockey versus Canada hockey.
They fight.
How crazy? 9 seconds into the freaking match,
they fight.
How many fights broke out?
3 or 4.
3, man, come on.
Yeah, but that's two different sports. They could do that.
But no. It's two different sports, but the passion, the effort that those men showed. That's what Ben is trying to point out. The passion and the effort that they showed. Like I said at the last Olympics, and of course Kevin Durant said elsewise. I feel like, okay, KD about to be gone, LeBron about to be gone, Steph about to be gone. Who's going to step up for Team USA? Because in 4 years, look how France is going to look. Look how Canada's going to look. Look how Serbia might look. Look at the world and look at us. Yes, we have all this talent over here, and for decades we've been able to. Okay, we can get the best 12 to 15 guys in the gym for a month. We're better than everybody anyway. Yeah. We can gel it together. I don't think we can do that anymore.
And the best high school kid, you see that long name he got, the one that's going to BYU? That's a long name. That's a long. When you see that long whatever the hell. Listen, bro, I'm trying to tell you, the issue is it's seeping over. You think about how close to the gap that Sudan closed on the U.S. The Sudan closed the gap. You gotta understand, bro. We're in trouble because you know why? We push. It's kind of like, that's why I feel so bad about how I view LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball, what he was trying to do, when he did it for his sons, but you need that voice.
Mm-hmm.
We need somebody like that that's gonna say, hey, listen, it's we don't have a guy that rattles the cage. And Anthony Edwards, got a shoe deal off of that run, that stretch he made. He got a shoe deal off of that.
Bringing up.
Then, and then he said the shit he said about the old guys. That's the problem too. I think if you can hoop, you can hoop in any era. Because you're gonna adjust. Hoopers adjust. I think but it always is us against, them. It's always gotta be beefing. Just you would never hear freaking Tom Brady dissing Dan Marino. They just don't do it.
It's a brotherhood, RC. NFL quarterbacks is more of a brotherhood than anything. Like you see some of the guys training with the legends and getting better. It's just how it is.
I've been guilty of it. And something I'll never do again. When you're trying to look at, because that's your favorite player, now I got to bring him down to bring him up. It's black excellence, regardless. We don't have a guy in the league to continue that black excellence. We don't have it. But Ja Morant, I saw in the NBA it's worse. You show him tying the game like he won the game. That's your promo. You advertise. He didn't even finish the deal. You just showed the tying of the game and him. Like it's just NBA fans in a bad spot, bro. It's bad.
Yeah. So I do have a funny clip to show from Anthony Edwards. Let me take this down real quick to show y'all. And I think that, like I said, that's why I think people gravitate towards Ant, because he bring that ruggedness, that filter. He don't bring. He's no filter. He say what's on his mind. He backs it up, and I think that's why. You think it's a facade?
It's a facade, bro. It's a facade because he just it sounds good till you see a big dog.
Well, there's only one person that if I was playing, I wouldn't say anything to, because I knew he'd light my ass up. That's Steph Curry. Other than that, no.
So here's a video. It's pretty funny. It was circulating over on Instagram.
I didn't think I saw it. What do you think about this young guy? He can hoop a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, huh?
Did y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you context. It's Anthony Edwards meeting Barack Obama. So here.
I didn't think I saw it. What do you think about this young guy? He can hoop a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, huh?
Y'all better stand down. I'm the truth.
He's the truth. He said he's the truth. Yeah.
B-boy, no.
I guess.
He cold though. I gotta give him credit. He give up 50 every time we play him.
I mean,
look, I ain't 7 foot.
And y'all got 2 7-footers, and he's still
hold on.
Huh?
Don't talk. We ain't gonna do all that.
No, I'm just saying.
3 7-footers.
He got 3. That's right. Because he got 9 rings.
Credit. I told you that. I said
he did.
I gave him credit.
I remember that. Okay, LeBron. Listen, are y'all talking to this young man? Because he just keeps on. Right now, he just said he's the truth and all that, and
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That's what he said.
You asked him. You tell him the whole context of the situation, though. You asked him what he think about this young man, and he said, "I'm okay." I said, "I'm the truth." He's tripping. That's what happened.
Nothing wrong with that.
Say
nothing wrong with that.
We gotta have that.
Yeah, that man, the truth.
Gotta have a little swag like that.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying. Hey, Reese, what that is right there? Strawberry lemonade?
It's disrespectful, man. It's freaking cringe word. That's cringe listening to. That's disrespectful, man. And then LeBron, no leadership.
Hey, a lot of people say he didn't know who Barack Obama was. That he
probably didn't.
Dude, listen.
That's why he was talking like that.
Listen, man. No, got your head kicked. I understand culturally that's where you at. But you brought the hood. You disrespecting the. See, that's why I say there's no. You could tell, like, no father that says I'm gonna set a precedent and a standard for how you handle men that's older than you. That this ain't no guy you just talking to. This is a guy who has earned the right to be in the position that he is. He's a stand-up. You can just tell the disconnect. And then LeBron walks up, and you can tell how awkward it was. Yeah, he is. Whatever he said he is. Like, You're not saying you're not handling this well, man. I don't know what y'all felt. I felt disrespect. I felt like if Obama would have said something like, "Who do you think you are?" it would have popped off because he's standing up there. He knows the camera there, and it's just, man, that's what's wrong. That's what's the disconnect between young guys and older guys is you can feel the energy. It's negative. It's negative. Like
they said KD he was trying to like lower down the tension. That's why he like, yeah, I believe it. That's why he said his little remark to kind of bring down tension because he saw Ant getting kind of worked up.
Let me say this real fast. Now, Ant's up here and tell us, look, Ant's great, wonderful. I'm not saying he's not, but this is the same player that talked bad about old heads, but had to personally call Michael Jordan about a month ago and ask Michael Jordan, how did he handle double teams?
Thank you. And have to call, this will tell you where basketball is at. You having to call a man about a double team. Okay? You having to call about a double team. You ain't, come on, bro. Listen, man. I bet you when Mike took that call, Kobe was asking, how can I work within the triangle? Not how I handle a double team.
Mm-hmm. It's a difference.
You just dropped the mic.
It's a difference.
Double team.
Like, come on now.
A double team.
Wow.
But
you see double teams in high school. They keep trying to break them all the time.
What Kobe used to say, they gonna have to send one more.
but dude,
they gotta send one more.
Listen, bro. Because I couldn't get my thoughts together when I just watched it because I was bothered because I would never disrespect nobody.
Right.
I wouldn't do that. I know what you're trying to do. I would have been like, I wouldn't have kissed his ass, but I wouldn't have also made it feel like, don't do that. He ain't doing nothing. And then even Embiid is looking like, bro, why are you so here?
Press.
we can't talk to one another. A lot of wars, a lot of disrespect starts with lines of communication. Yeah. We don't know how to talk to each other because there ain't enough real men.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of yes men around these boys, and they just go like LeBron is a yes man. I'd have been like, bro, that's Obama, bro. He just jiving. What you want? I just want to let him know. I need to let him know.
The easiest thing he could have said was, man, I'm gonna get that though. I'm trying to get the. You got to overstate that you the truth because the truth ain't getting you nowhere. It get you to the finals last year.
Yep, it's a lack of, and the OGs have failed because they disrespect them, and therefore they're always defensive. The young boys are always defensive. They're always defensive.
And that's another thing. Go ahead, Ben.
No, I was just saying that's why LeBron and KD were just like kind of like, yeah, he's saying what he's saying is true. They were trying to, they didn't correct them none. They just went along with like, yeah, they just being ant, you know.
You know what the NBA did a long time ago that's hurting the league? They took old guys from the end of the bench.
The veteran.
The vets, a true vet. 20 years ago, you had guys 38, 39, 40 years old that was still sitting on the bench for educational purposes, for rookies to teach them how to, balance a checkbook, use a checking account. Some of them didn't know how to wash the clothes. They were teaching these young men how to be men, and that evolution has went that way, instead of continuing to go up.
I definitely agree with that because, like, imagine if Ant had like a 35-year-old David West. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that in that caliber. Not have a veteran on your team. When everybody 22, that's everybody's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to have somebody like you don't have someone on your team.
They teach you how to be a pro. That's what it is.
A pro, a professional.
I was listening to... Go ahead.
Every man needs maybe not a mentor, but that guy.
Yeah.
Because listen, bro, even I have it. My mom is that person that I go to and I can, and she gonna get me back in line. I had a guy that was doing that, but it was all motive driven. I was this token black guy. You gotta have that person that said, hey, wait a minute. Because if his mom and dad see that clip, and he's the breadwinner, they might not want to piss him off because they don't want to get cut off.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have that person be like, I don't give a fuck about getting cut off. I don't care about you not ever talking to me again. If me and you boys and I got your best interest, I got to be willing to sever ties to tell you the truth and you'll be able to handle it however you want. That's real love. That's real people, real friendship. These dudes got so many yes men around them, and LeBron James is the leader of that bullshit. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Just want to add one more thing. I was listening to Out the Mud podcast, Tony Allen and Zach Randolph. They had Al Harrington on. Al Harrington named when he first got to Indiana his vets. He had Mark Jackson, the Davis brothers, Reggie Miller. Listen to who I'm naming for this young man to come into the league to learn from. Just back in that time, he had real men he could go lean on and learn the game from and learn how to be a man. Like it's more to just playing basketball. Like we just look at these scores, the highlights, and the stats, and we just want these guys to compete and entertain us. And we're not thinking about their livelihood. We need to. And they need to, it seems like it's just about money, like you say, women, money, and just
like getting pregnant. Like you can tell when there's a lack of a man in a man's life, especially young people. You can tell when there's a void there, because a man ain't just there saying you better do what I say, or you stupid, you ignorant. Hey, bro, I love you, man. I mentor kids. As a young guy, he plays college football. One at USC, one at Southern Miss, one at Michigan State. They called me, and the first thing we ended, I love you, because you wanted them to know, hey, listen, some of the stuff I'm telling you, it don't fit in your era. Or I'm pulling from an era that you will never be in. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm not gonna have it, and that's what Shaq and freaking Barkley are failing because they trying to. They mama raised them with tough love. But these kids were hugged a little bit.
And it's weird that Barkley is like that when he came in the league and he speaks highly of
Moses Malone.
Moses Malone.
But Moses Malone called him a fat slob.
Yeah, but he wasn't lying though. But you know what? He got him right.
Barkley put in the work too.
But Moses, this is what you just said. Malone said, call him a fat ass. Call these guys a fat ass now. What happens? You just old and bitter. You just old and bitter.
Zion.
Yeah, it just I don't know, just weird, man. When you hear from a legend of any caliber, I just feel like it should motivate you. It should make you go out there and prove them wrong. For me, it's just putting gas in my tank, man. I love when people talk noise, say I can't do this or you need to work on this. It just put fuel in my tank. I'm like, okay, I'll show you. I guess I gotta show you now.
One more thing. The internet has ruined the connection with the old heads and the younger generation because there's no admiration for the past with this new generation. Right. So that's where the disconnect from the old heads come in with these new kids. That's what the disconnect is.
And we don't know how to interact with each other without disrespect.
Right.
Everybody on this panel is aging. So this is why I told a guy one time, I said, it's amazing how in our culture, all we know how to do is throw each other away. Mm-hmm. Instead of getting up under the guy, he lived to be 42 years old. I'm 28. Let me see, because listen, you're 28, but you're not promised 38. Okay? We're dying younger. We're not promised anything. So what is he doing? Instead of asking, we criticize, we throw him away. You don't want the leadership. You want this guy to get out the way so you can keep being crazy. You can keep living carelessly. Like Tupac died at 25. Mm-hmm. And he was light years ahead of people. He was way more intelligent, but he didn't have one guy to say, hey, wait a minute. Think the long game. They're going to kill you. Because you just rah-rah, you just angry. And so in our communities, we beg for it. Then when we get it, we assassinate, we disrespect, we criticize, we throw away. In their community, you know what they do? The ones that matter with the paper, they uplift. You will never hear Peyton Manning, who was rivals with Tom Brady, disrespect him on no level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like friends, man. They always giving each other props and stuff. So that's wrong right there, RC. Good word. All right, guys, we coming close to the end. We're gonna go to some NFL news. I'm sorry we didn't get to the NFL topics, but we do have some NFL news here. The Raiders minority owner Tom Brady and the Rams QB Matthew Stafford ran to each other at ski resort, and so Brady's pitching to Stafford to come to Las Vegas.
That's the same way McVay got Stafford.
So we might see Stafford to the Raiders. Who knows?
You forgetting a team.
Who was that?
It came out. I was telling RC earlier. A report came out that the Giants are very interested in Matthew Stafford.
Giant, bro. The Giants interested in everybody. You, me, Flowers.
I would think the Giants would go younger unless they plan on drafting a quarterback and still getting Stafford and letting the quarterback sit.
Well, the funny thing is, again, I related this to RC also. Now, a day or two prior, a report came out that the Giants were focusing on Shador as their guy. You know, after that came out, you get a day or two after. That's when Matthew Stafford news comes up.
Oh my word!
I don't know the end game. The Giants are playing right now.
So the Raiders are probably are the Raiders still eyeing Shador because everybody's speculating Cam Ward going first. Maybe to Jets, because Jets talking about packaging a deal to trade up and take.
I gotta disagree with you on that because I know. We've heard and said it, but I've seen mock drafts to where they got Jackson Dart #1. I've seen mock drafts to where Will Howard, the quarterback from Ohio State, is in the top 3. I've seen a couple of crazy things recently. So I don't really know what to expect.
They had Jackson Dart going to the Saints at 9. I don't see us taking a quarterback.
Justin Fields will be a Saint. Justin Fields will be a Saint. Hey,
wait a minute. Because the Saints GM came out a few hours ago and said Derek Carr is our quarterback.
With Derek Carr, we pulling out the old 1998 Honda Civic again, and I guess we're gonna play.
I think the Giants. The Giants are moving the way that they are moving because the guy you're on video and documented saying that the guy you didn't pay won a Super Bowl the following year. And somebody asked him to get fired. They in there. You got to understand. Whoever's running the team now is like,
they're trying to say their job. Yeah, they're trying to say their job.
We got to do something because not only that, Jaden Daniels is in our division. We're going to be 3rd or 4th.
They're going to be 4th. They're going to be 3rd maybe because Matthew Stafford is not going to save that Giants team. It just isn't.
Well, I don't know now. That is interesting.
That defense is nice.
But they're not gonna be. I don't think they're gonna be. Because the Commanders have one of the highest cap spaces, so they're gonna load up. Then Dallas. Then you have the Eagles. I don't see the Giants.
So who wins that? No one wins that division just every year over and over.
That's what I'm saying. Commanders gonna load up. I think the Commanders got one of the highest cap spaces, so they can go out and do more.
Yeah.
If they do more, if they get that think about it. If they get that defense corrected. Oh my word! And they bring in another running back.
We can say the same thing about the Giants, though.
Right, they right there. See, the thing is about the Giants, bro, and the Commanders overachieve, right? But there is no expectation for the Giants. There's a bullseye on the Commanders now. You can't creep in on nobody. They're gonna have the playbook on Daniels. So teams are going, but the Giants get to come in and kind of walk through the back door. So
they had to get that O-line better too.
I don't know. Wait, I was about to talk about the O-line. You got to think about it.
Yeah,
they got a top 5 left tackle. Center's all right. They can fix that right tackle.
They have a guard.
Decent run. They got. You know what I'm saying? They got the offensive line okay. You know what I'm saying? You put somebody like Stafford back there to get rid of the ball a little faster.
And draft my boy Scatterboo.
I'd rather see Stafford go to the Lions, go back home, and take that team to the promised land like he needed to do.
That's not gonna happen.
Give him Jared Goff.
Boot
Jared Goff. You ain't winning
I
nothing.
don't know.
Goff.
I mean, Stafford and Neighbors. I kind of like that.
The Giants got some. They have some talent.
Yeah,
like
Tracy,
they have some talent.
The rookie running back Tracy. I forgot his last name. Tracy. Morgan Tracy.
Yeah, Neighbors, Robinson.
Tracy, yeah.
They got a couple of guys out there. If they give them the ball, I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's just Stafford, he like I said, they're gonna have to protect him. They're gonna have to do something. Cause he been injury prone with the last 3 years.
I mean, if he go to the Raiders, they're gonna have to protect him too.
I want to see. Raiders need running back, receivers. I think the better destination is what you say, RC?
Jesus. They need Jesus to be pray right before they draft.
But
they need to
that's
stay
interesting.
So
what do the Rams do though? If the Rams trade Stafford, who do they have in mind?
Well, watch this though. It's already set in place. I like Sean McVay. I like the Rams. They finna do Stafford just like they did their defense. They're gonna go young. They might set a guy. They got a guy in mind. Sam Darnold played there. Listen, Sam Darnold played in that system. He can come walk in there. Listen, I do not. But Sean McVay is a good coach. I'm trying to tell you. Whoever plays quarterback,
he's so good of a coach. They traded Jared Goff and got him a real quarterback to win him the Super Bowl.
But my point is, Jared Goff had been to a Super Bowl with Sean McVay. Now, like this guy can coach. This guy can coach.
3 points.
Yeah, but still he got there.
You're forgetting about the wild card. You're forgetting about Aaron Rodgers. You're forgetting about Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
I mean, what? He don't have to go to the team with a good O-line, but boy, you talking about Aaron Rodgers with who?
McVay.
Oh, the Rams? Oh man, that would be deadly. Yeah.
And think about it. I told RC this earlier. It's not like they have to pay Aaron Rodgers $50 million a year.
Hey, if the Giants believe that the guy they drafted in the draft, because they can go Aaron Rodgers and draft Dart and set Dart behind Aaron Rodgers and say, hey, we want to win now. Let's see. Because, hey, listen, I'm telling you, I don't believe Aaron Rodgers is the athlete that LeBron James is. I think LeBron James is fully invested in basketball. I don't know the intentions of Aaron Rodgers, and he got a receiver that's following him around everywhere like a small bird on a cow ass. I mean, Devontae Adams, have some balls, man. Go to your own team. We're following that guy.
Go to the Commanders. They could use you.
Yes, he talking about going. He would go back to the Raiders. They're not gonna take you back.
So I got another question about my team though. Cause I'm kind of in a frenzy. My mind with Derek Carr coming back. So with us being at 9, do we take a future quarterback? Cause we got a new coach.
Not at 9, unless it's somebody that. I mean, who would you? Okay, if y'all was at 9, who would you want at 9? Just me answering this question.
I'll take. To be honest, I would take another receiver because our receiver core been hit with the injury bug. So I'll take Matt Millen. If Matt Millen's at 9, I'm taking Matt Millen.
I agree. You can get a quarterback. I always say that because you can get a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round.
Yeah. Quarterback at 9, that's too late.
No, you get the best player available at 9. Like I said, y'all need a wideout. I agree with you on that.
So I think the Saints may need Jesus too. I mean, because I'm just sitting there thinking
they had Gentry at 9. They had Gentry going to us.
Listen, dude.
Shit, they had Gentry going to us too.
Every player that y'all have that y'all deem outside of Kamara should be on the trade block or expend. He the only one I wouldn't touch. But Cam Jordan, all those guys, bro, you gotta replace those guys with younger players. Now, I do like the young guy, the other linebacker. What's his name?
You talking about Pete Warner?
Yeah, I like him.
Mm-hmm.
So you got
he got a nose for the ball. But they also had us taking Will Howard at 9, the corner, which I wouldn't be upset.
Look, if Will Howard's at 9, you'd be crazy not to take him.
Will Howard? Who Will Howard? The quarterback?
Yo, guy.
My bad. You said Johnson. My bad.
Hey, don't never disrespect my Michigan Wolverine for no damn Ohio State Buckhead. Y'all had no
I mean, Michigan corner. I said Ohio State.
Will Howard is the quarterback.
Not Will. Yeah,
I thought you said Will Johnson.
Corner.
The only Will we acknowledge is the one that wears amazing blue. That one that played that one. Hey, but most I thought about this though when I saw Will Howard on the mock draft. I said Jeremiah Smith need to get a little paper off that because he shot up that draft board. He gonna get drafted by somebody high. Watch.
He going top 3 rounds. I agree.
Yeah, he's gonna be somebody's Bo Nix. Watch.
Would y'all take a fly on Milroe in the later rounds as a project?
You ever seen Friday? No. You ever seen Friday?
Right.
No. He might need to change positions. He might need to change positions.
Tight end, maybe. So, Zach Martin retired from the Cowboys.
That's a big blow. That's a big
nine-time Pro Bowler. Shador said he would not be working at the combine. Shocker. I mean, pro days are you gotta get pro days, so it's not really a big of a deal. I think that
it's just a glorified physical.
Hey, but you know what though? I kind of want to put pads on and hit Shador and this shit. Cause you know what? They glorify. They walk around like they're already there. You know, you ain't gotta go work out, but you ain't even do that at the East West Shrine, bro. What was they was at? He was at something. He just ran there.
Oh, I know you're talking about. What's that bowl called?
The Reese's
what, Senior Bowl?
Senior Bowl.
Yeah, the Senior Bowl. Yeah, Senior Bowl. He wasn't. All right, so the Titans granted permission to the former Pro Bowl Harold Landry.
He good.
He's able to seek a trade.
He good.
The Bengals said that they are fully committed to making Jamar Chase the highest paid player in the NFL.
Well, Bengals
non-quarterback.
I said $40 million about 4 months ago.
Yep.
And it's gonna be $40 million.
You get that man $40 million, Cincinnati. You got the worst cafeteria. Y'all seen that? They got prison. They said that cafeteria, like the prison cafeteria. They got the
worst O-line right now, so they got other pressing needs.
They had to eat pimento cheese sandwiches, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, that's crazy. $2 Dollar Tree steak. I'm still crazy.
The Ravens GM came out and said it's about Justin Tucker. They are serious. They taking the allegations seriously, and they are very concerning.
Bro, allegations. I know the GM got a damn headache. I'm thinking about allegations.
Listen, bro. What I'm about to say, I'm gonna stand on. This is a pile-on effect. That's the way it was with Deshaun Watson. We live in an era now where people, you know, when the money run out, then you deem me as a monster. I'm gonna leave it right there. As long as the money being paid and things is buttoned up. But once the money run out or he starts to get a little bit too big for his britches, now all of a sudden he's a monster. So I believe there's 5.
Yeah, he already had
3 or 4.
He already have an attitude problem sometimes.
22 and 30 and 40. Come on, bro. These are grown women. He's a kicker. Okay,
man.
He got that paper. He didn't pay somebody. You stayed 2 hours and 35 minutes, and you only paid me for an hour. You better have my money.
Stay away from the massage parlors. That's what it is. It's really what's on that.
That's key.
or just go to women who professionally know how to do that. You know.
Or
they professionally know how to do it too good.
Or
well, no, because I get massages. You don't think like that.
You're not a millionaire though. You don't got cash flying out your pockets.
Yeah,
so
you don't got to be a millionaire.
No, you ain't got to be a millionaire to get that. But I'm saying, hey, when you hear 19, even the P. Diddy situation, everybody all of a sudden the victim. I'm totally against everything he did, but it's amazing when the money run out, or it's time. You know, come on, bro. I'm more scared of the person because there are some people who are afraid, and these people have power, and they're afraid they may lose their lives. But it's kind of like I go tell Mose about something that I was a part of. You know, and the guy get bust. Hey, Mose, I was with him for 6 months. You know, he was doing all that stuff. They got his ass. You ought to be looking at me like you was there. You was part of it. Like there's somebody setting these little things up. Like Robert Kraft, there's somebody who's setting these scenarios up.
And that's why I mentioned about the money flying out the pockets, because they get into a certain tier that you're not able to get to like that. But my point is though, with the allegations, I mean, don't the team provide masseuse and everything like that? So what's the
NFL knows about this. I promise you.
Ben, a lot of the
that's what I'm saying. These are team officials they provide. So what's the difference?
A lot of the athletes are not just looking for the massage.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
but the problem is if the allegations are true, the problem is
they probably are.
You got to understand these women ain't prostitutes. They massage therapists.
Okay, but Mose, watch this. I'm Justin Tucker. I'm a kicker. I'm in here thinking you just like the last one I was with. I lean back and I say, hey, can you give me that? Give me what she gave me the last time I was in here? She can say, hell no. Wait a minute.
Mr. Tucker, for the extra point.
We don't kick no
got
threes.
That special going on today.
We don't kick no extra points. You better take your nasty ass up.
Well, that's why
I got some money for you. But look,
but I don't. But why? Let's not act like there ain't escorts and all that. And I don't know what y'all stance or stuff like that. If you really want that, then go to a true professional. That's I agree. I'm not endorsing that.
I mean, they got brothels and everything else. If that's you, if you want to do that, go to there. Go to one of those.
But there could be consequences for doing that too, as we could see the allegations could be false when you setting yourself up.
Somebody introduced these guys to these situations, and they become extreme. And they become addictive because they think it's normal. It's because it's normalized in their world. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you can, if they can have these big parties, these Diddy parties, because they have Kelly's parties and Beyonce parties, it's normalized in their circle. What happens with a Justin Tucker or a Deshaun Watson, they overindulge. Now Deshaun walking around because before you asked for a trade, you was like Kobe Bryant before the rape charge. As soon as you asked for a trade, oh, you know what? You already sold your soul to this. We're finna use this on that, and we're gonna add to it because you don't get to get out of here like that. And so think about it. Deshaun they showed him building houses, and he was the
community.
So all of us taken away from got being up there calling him all kinds of names, making fun of him. But bro, I'm telling you, he's talking about Justin Tucker.
Don't forget the main fact in the Deshaun Watson thing in Houston. You remember the women said that the team supplied them to him.
Yes. Bro, that's why.
Listen, so we all men. So you got to think about this now. Okay, when you have options as a man, you don't get to, you don't, unless you have a woman to do you like you're doing, you don't, what stops you? It ratchets it up more and more and more and more and more. Okay. So them guys don't have people telling them no. So he going in there and he like, dang, I strained my hamstring. Good. He didn't really hurt, but he know what he going to get. And it's addictive. It's like any other addictive thing. And so I think Justin Tucker different from Deshaun Watson because I don't know what maybe his money ran out or he refused to pay. Deshaun's problem was we own you. You belong to us. You ain't finna walk out of here like that. We made you. But Justin Tucker was, I ain't paying for that no more. The price kept going up, Flowers. It was probably at $250,000. I need a little extra digging. Add 50 more thousand. I ain't doing that shit. I'm Justin Tucker.
He probably got the treatment and walked out.
Bro. We thinking he's missing kicks because he's getting older.
We see why he missing them now.
Yep. They on his ass.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
Woo.
That's crazy.
These guys, bro. Jason Peters, he is expected to retire from the NFL from the Seahawks.
I thought he was already retired.
19 years.
Whew.
Khalid Shakir, he reached a 4-year contract extension worth $60.2 million with the Buffalo Bills.
Good for him.
He earned it.
And the Titans GM told reporters that he has received calls about the availability of the number 1 overall pick. Titans will listen, but it's too early in the process for any decisions. And the Dallas Cowboys GM, Jerry Jones, said he is selectively aggressive in the free agency.
Okay.
We'll believe it when we see it.
So what the key word here?
He lying to you.
What's the key word, Big? He said
collectively.
Show up.
Like, why you gotta throw that in front of that? Why you got like you just said, yeah, we were approaching the free agency aggressively.
Yep.
Yeah, he ain't doing
Sometimes
nothing.
it's best not to just say anything at all.
Hey,
Yeah, he just said
he go sign Johnny No Name, and once he gonna be crying in that car. I love this guy, man.
Hey, that gonna be like you going in the grocery store with your mama, and she telling you,
I can't get this.
Go in
No.
there and get what you want, and then you be like, "Mama, nah, put that back. That's selective. We get that. Try something else. Try
off brand.
Yeah, get the off brand, man. Not that name brand.
Mom, I want.
We don't do name brand.
You come back, you better go get Frosted Eggs, but you ain't getting that today. You ain't getting that.
Hey, right, get that Walmart brand. You ain't getting that
Sugar Smacks. You getting Sugar Stacks.
Sugar Smacks, right? Oh man. All right, guys. We're brought to you by Bet Us. We got your game, college basketball going on right now. Hockey, college baseball, NBA's playing up, especially after the All-Star break. It's a good chance to win some money. Don't be like me and lose it yesterday.
I've been close like 5 times this month.
I was so mad because it was the Florida Gators versus Georgia. I just picked Florida Gators money line straight up.
Georgia beat them.
Man, Georgia had them boys blew out in the first half. They were up by like 23 points.
That was surprising. That was surprising. Because Florida's pretty good defensively.
Florida was the first team on my ticket. So it was messed up the whole thing, man. I was so pissed, bro. So don't be like me and mess up on the first game on the ticket. But use Bet Us, and if y'all new to the show, like and subscribe. We appreciate the support. We'll be back next week with another great show. So tune in then. And if you got sports questions, send them in. We'll read them on the show, or you can come on the show and express your opinions. So either me, Most, RC, Flowers, we let you say what you need to say. So, yes, sir. Great show, guys.
Great show.
Peace.
Y'all take it easy. We'll be back. Same time, same channel.
All right, fellas.
Peace.